My dear children, be still for a moment and come near to me. Feel the quiet that settles when the noise fades and the heart begins to listen. Imagine the glow of soft altar candles flickering in the silence of a chapel. Hear the gentle chime of a distant church bell echoing through the morning mist. See how the first rays of sunlight stream through stained glass, casting colors of grace upon the walls. In this sacred stillness, I am here with you. I have always been here, constant, unchanging, steadfast as the dawn that never fails to return. The world around you shifts like the tide, seasons turning, paths unknown, people coming and going. But I, your Lord, remain, just as a lighthouse stands unmoved against the restless sea. My light endures through every storm, through every season, through every uncertainty. Come, my dear children, rest in the glow of my presence. The winds of change may roar, but they cannot move the foundation of my love for you. The waves may rise, but they cannot reach beyond my mercy. As the tide rolls in and out, remember, I do not change. My heart toward you is the same yesterday, today, and forever. My beloved ones, I know the tremble that touches your heart when you stand before something new. I know the ache of uncertainty when a familiar chapter closes and another begins. I see when you wonder what will remain, when you whisper to yourselves, what if everything changes? But hear me. Now I am your steady ground beneath shifting sands. I am the same one who walked with you when you were small, who guided you through valleys and lifted you on mountain paths. Every season that has ever passed before your eyes was held in my hand. Every tear, every laughter, every silent moment, all known to me. You may not always see what is ahead, but you can always see my light. You may not always understand the path, but you can always trust the one who made it. I have not brought you this far to leave you wandering. The same love that carried you yesterday is the love that holds you today, and the love that will lead you into tomorrow. Remain with me here in this moment. Let this message be a place of peace for your soul, a reminder that even when the world shifts around you, my presence does not waver. My dear children, there are seasons in your life that feel like standing at the edge of the sea, the horizon stretching wide and endless, waves whispering of unknown places. You feel the pull of the water and the fear of stepping forward. But I am the steady lighthouse on your shore. My beam of love pierces every fog of uncertainty. No matter how far you drift, my light will guide you home. Do you remember what I have spoken? Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. That is my promise to you through all time. The world may change, your circumstances may shift, but I, your Father, your Shepherd, your Redeemer, remain constant. When you face new beginnings, I walk beside you. When doors close, I open others that lead to better paths. When the winds of life seem too strong, I anchor you in my peace. When the storm quiets and you stand in the calm, you will see that I was never far from your side. Do not fear transition, my dear children. Change does not mean absence. It means growth, renewal, transformation. The same way a seed must break before it blooms, so too must your life open to new light. The same way the seasons shift from winter's silence to spring song, So does your soul move through my rhythm of purpose. When you feel that all you have known is slipping away, remember, I am your center. My love is your compass. My word is your anchor. My spirit is the calm voice that says, be not afraid, for I am with you always. Rest in me, for I am the same Father who comforted you when you wept, who rejoiced with you when you laughed, who carried you when you could no longer walk. I do not grow weary, and my care for you does not fade with time. You may look at your life and see endings, a job that changes, a home that shifts, a friendship that fades, a plan that unravels, but I see beginnings. I see new rivers flowing through dry places. I see blossoms pushing through soil long thought barren. I see light breaking through clouds you thought would never part. My dear children, I am not only the God of your past, I am the God of your present and the author of your future. Do you see that lighthouse upon the cliff? Its foundation was set long ago, carved into rock, unmoved by waves that have come and gone for generations. That is how my love stands in your life, eternal, unshaken. My truth, my mercy, my promises, they do not corrode with time. They shine brighter through the storm. Every time change comes, remember this: it cannot touch who I am. It cannot diminish what I have spoken over you. I am the Lord, I do not change, says my word, and that means my covenant with you is unbreakable. You may move through different places and faces, but you are always moving within my care. When you wake and find that life feels uncertain, come into the quiet of my presence. Let my peace wrap around you like the morning light. When you feel lost, lift your eyes. I am still the same guiding light above your sea. My dear children, breathe in my faithfulness. Let it still your heart. Let it remind you that I have gone before you and I walk behind you. You are not alone in the in-between. In times of change, cling to me. Hold my word close. When fear whispers that you are adrift, remember that my love has already charted your course. When doubt says you will not make it through, remember that my strength has already secured your way. Every ending in your life carries the seed of something eternal that I am growing. Every unknown is an opportunity for you to know me more deeply. Every turn of the season is a reminder that life may change, but my heart never does. So stand firm, my dear children. Rest your soul in me. I am your beginning and your end, your Alpha and your Omega. You are safe within my plan, even when you cannot yet see its shape. Now listen, let peace settle over you. Let my voice be like still waters flowing through your thoughts. In the rhythm of your breathing, hear my words. You are loved. You are seen. You are held. The tides may rise and fall, but you are never outside the reach of my grace. My dear children, when the earth beneath your feet feels uncertain, remember, I am the rock that never moves. The ground of this world may shift, but I am your firm foundation. The mountains may crumble, the waves may roar, but I remain steady through it all. The same hands that form the stars are holding your life, steady and sure. You do not need to fear what is changing around you, for I am the same within you. The seasons of your life are not random. They are woven with divine care. The hands of time do not control you, because you are held in the hands of eternity. When you walk through unfamiliar doors, my presence walks with you. When you stand at the edge of a new chapter and cannot see what lies beyond, my spirit whispers, "Take courage, for I am already there. I go before you to prepare the way. I stand behind you as your guard. I surround you on every side with my unfailing love." Change, my dear children, is not your enemy. It is one of my greatest instruments of grace. Through change, I refine your heart. Through transition, I draw you nearer to me. When I shift the seasons of your life, it is not to shake your peace, it is to deepen your trust. Do you remember how the sea looks when the wind blows strong? The surface ripples and churns, but deep below, the waters remain still. That is how I long for your soul to be still in me, no matter how the surface of life changes. The winds will come, but my peace remains. When you lose what you thought would always stay, do not despair. I never take without purpose, and I never remove without restoring. There is beauty waiting beyond the breaking. I am not done with your story, my dear children. The chapter may close, but the book of your life is still being written with my hand. Each page holds my promises, and each word is sealed with my faithfulness. Even when you cannot read the next line, trust the author. Trust me, for I write only in love, and I know the ending from the beginning. Sometimes you will walk through seasons of pruning, and it may feel like loss. But just as a gardener trims branches so the tree can bear more fruit, I prune so that your life may flourish. What seems painful now will one day reveal beauty beyond what you could have imagined. In your transitions, cling to what is eternal, my word, my presence, my truth. Do not anchor your heart to what fades, for the things of this world will pass, but I will not. Let your hope rest in me alone. When the nights feel long and you cannot see what's ahead, remember the lighthouse once more. It does not chase the storm. It simply shines. And that is what I call you to do. Remain in my light and shine where I have placed you. The waves will come, but my beam will guide you home. My dear children, you do not have to understand everything. Faith does not depend on knowing the details. It depends on knowing me. When your heart says, "I cannot see the way," I say, "Trust me, for I am the way." You are not drifting aimlessly. Every moment is guided by my wisdom. Every turn is allowed by my grace. I have ordered your steps since before you were born. I have counted your tears and turned them into rivers of mercy that will water your future. When you look back one day, you will see that every change, every uncertainty, every moment of waiting was a bridge, not a barrier. I have used every storm to strengthen your faith, every delay to deepen your roots, and every ending to prepare the soil for something new to bloom. My love for you has not changed. It never will. You cannot outgrow it, outwalk it, or outwait it. It follows you through every dawn and every dusk. It covers you when you rise and when you sleep. Even when your heart trembles, my love remains your peace. Listen, my dear children, the same voice that called light into existence is speaking peace into your soul right now. I am the same God who calmed the storm on the Sea of Galilee, and I am calming the storm within you. My command has not lost its power. When I say, "Be still," creation obeys, and so can your heart. Lift your eyes to me when the world feels uncertain. Fix your gaze upon the horizon where my light breaks through the mist. The dawn always comes, for I am the light that cannot be overcome. Even in your darkest night, my glow remains. There will be moments when you question if you are strong enough for the changes ahead. Hear me clearly. You do not have to be strong enough because I am your strength. You do not have to know every answer because I am your wisdom. You do not have to hold everything together because I am the one who holds you. Every fear that rises in your heart can be quieted by my voice. Every anxiety can be exchanged for my peace. Cast all your cares upon me, I remind you, for I care for you. My care is not distant or passive. It is near and active. It surrounds you even when you cannot see it. As the tides of your life shift, let gratitude grow in your soul. Thank me not only for the seasons that are easy, but for the ones that stretch your faith, for they are the places where you find me most deeply. My dear children, walk forward without fear. The past is under my mercy, the present under my watch, and the future under my promise. My light stands tall above your waves, unwavering through time. You are safe in me. Let my voice be your still point in a turning world. Let my peace be the melody beneath your changing days. Let my presence be the anchor that holds you fast. And when you feel unsure, come back to this truth. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My dear children, come closer to me now. Let your heart grow quiet in my presence. The world around you may hurry and change with restless energy. But here, in me, you will find stillness that no season can take away. I have made this moment for you a pause in time where my peace can reach deep into your soul. You are walking through a world that constantly shifts. New paths appear. Familiar things fade, and what once felt certain now feels unsure. But I am not moved by these changes. I am the same God who shaped creation with a word, the same Father who has watched over you since before your first breath. Nothing in your life surprises me. Nothing escapes my care. When the future feels uncertain, lift your eyes to the horizon of eternity. See the unbroken line of my faithfulness stretching beyond every storm. My love does not come and go like the tide. It remains steadfast like the rock beneath the waves. And when you cannot see through the fog of tomorrow, my light still cuts through the mist bright, faithful, unchanging. You are not meant to carry the weight of every unknown. The path before you is mine to guide, and your only call is to trust me step by step. You do not need to see the entire road to move forward. You only need to keep your eyes fixed on me, for I am your compass in the dark and your strength in the waiting. Every time the wind of change blows, remember that it carries my breath. What may feel like disruption is often my direction. What may feel like loss may actually be the space where I plant new beginnings. For I am not a God of confusion, but of divine order. And every shift in your life has a purpose written by my hand. My dear children, I know it is not always easy to let go. The heart clings to the familiar, even when I call it towards something greater. But hear me every time you release what I have asked you to. your hands open to receive something far more beautiful. Trust that I am not taking to leave you empty. I am making room for more of my goodness. Think of the seasons I created. Each one must give way to the next so that life can grow. The cold of winter prepares the soil for the life of spring. The heat of summer ripens what was planted, and autumn gathers the fruit. So it is with your soul. Each change you face is part of the sacred rhythm I designed for your growth. When you feel the ache of transition, let my spirit whisper comfort to you. I am with you in every threshold, the first day, the last day, and every day in between. When the door closes, my hand rests upon it. When another opens, I am already standing on the other side, waiting to welcome you in. Do not fear what you do not understand. My plan is not small or fragile. It is as vast as the sky, and every star in it shines with purpose. What you cannot yet see is already known to me. I hold the end from the beginning, and I have written your story with care and compassion. Even when you walk through shadows of change, my light surrounds you. My word remains your sure foundation. Heaven and earth may pass away, but my words will never pass away. You can rest your heart upon that promise. Remember the lighthouse that stands through wind and wave. Its foundation never crumbles because it is set upon rock. So too is your life when it is anchored in me. The storms of change may swirl, but they cannot uproot what is grounded in my love. I have built you upon my truth, and I will not allow the waves to destroy what I have planted. My dear children, listen closely. Change is not a punishment. It is often the pathway to promise. I move you because I love you. I shift you because I see what is ahead. You may grieve what you leave behind, but know this: every time you let go of something temporal, you grasp something eternal. When the night feels long, let your heart remember that morning is coming. When everything seems uncertain, let gratitude be your anchor. Thank me for what is changing, for even in the unknown, my goodness flows. Thank me for what is ending, for it is often the threshold of something greater. Thank me for what remains, for I remain. In every new place, I will meet you. In every unfamiliar space, my spirit will comfort you. The peace you seek is not found in perfect circumstances. It is found in perfect trust. When you trust me completely, change loses its power to frighten you. I have not called you to fear the future. I have called you to walk with me into it. My presence goes before you. My strength upholds you, and my mercy follows you. You will never step into a season where my grace does not already dwell. Be strong and courageous, my dear children. The same power that raised my son from the dead lives in you. That power is greater than fear, greater than loss, greater than any transition you will ever face. Do not look back with regret or forward with worry. Look up, for your help comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. Every change you experience is another opportunity to see my faithfulness in new ways. Every season reveals another layer of my love. You will find that nothing you go through is wasted. Every tear waters new life. Every challenge refines your faith, and every ending prepares your heart for the glory that is to come. I am doing something new within you even now. Do you not perceive it? The winds of change are not meant to uproot you, but to spread your seed of purpose to places you have not yet seen. My plan for you is vast and full of light. So rest, my dear children. Let go of your anxious striving. Come sit in the quiet of my love and listen to the steady rhythm of my heart. It beats for you. It has never wavered, never slowed, never ceased. You are safe, you are loved, and you are mine. Through every change, through every uncertain hour, my comfort remains your dwelling place. My arms are your home, and my peace is your song. Be still now, and know that I am God the same yesterday, today, and forever. My dear children, lean closer still. Hear the sound of my voice rising gently over the noise of your thoughts. In this moment, let the world fade, and let my presence fill you with calm. The winds of change may circle your life, but they cannot drown out the song I sing over you. My song is one of steadfast love, of unbroken promises, of peace that will not fail. You have walked many roads already, and each one has taught you something of my heart. You have seen my faithfulness in ways you may have forgotten. You have survived storms you once thought would undo you. And here you are, breathing in this moment of grace. If I was faithful then, will I not be faithful now? If I carried you through the shadows of yesterday, will I not carry you through the dawn of tomorrow? The world calls change a threat, but I call it a bridge. It is the path that brings you from what was into what can be. It is the place where I expand your faith, deepen your roots, and open your eyes to greater wonders of my mercy. You do not have to fear this bridge, my dear children, for I am walking upon it with you. My hand steadies yours. My light illuminates your steps. You cannot always control the winds of life, but you can always anchor yourself in me. When the tides of uncertainty rise, sink your heart deeper into my word. Let it be your rock, your compass, your song. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Let those words be your steady breath when fear begins to whisper. Remember the lighthouse once more. Through decades and centuries, it stands unmoved. Waves pound at its base. Storms rage across its roof, yet it does not shift because its foundation was set in stone. That is my love for you. It is not a flickering candle. It is a pillar of fire. It does not dim at the first sign of trouble. It shines brighter. My dear children, you may look at your life and see endings, but I see continuations. You may see loss, but I see transformation. You may see a door close, but I see a window opening to a new horizon. This is how I work, not in random chance, but in purposeful seasons. Think of the ocean. At the surface, it is ever moving, restless and unpredictable, but deep below, its currents are steady and sure. So it is with my spirit within you. No matter what happens above, the depth of my presence remains constant. If you listen closely, you can feel the stillness under the waves, the stillness that is me. When you are afraid, come to me like a child. Let your tears fall into my hands. Let your questions be spoken into my heart. I do not turn away from your weakness. I do not scorn your trembling. I am a father who holds, who listens, who comforts. Every sigh you release rises to me like incense, and I respond with grace. Change is not meant to crush you, but to shape you. I am sculpting your heart to hold more of my glory, your hands to carry more of my love, your feet to walk further into my plan. Each season of transition is like clay turning on a wheel. It may feel unsteady, but the potter's hands are always guiding. When you feel small in the face of the unknown, remember, I am not small. I am the maker of all things, the keeper of your soul. My strength does not run dry. My arm is not too short to save. My eyes are not too dim to see. My heart is not too busy to care. You are not lost to me. You are not forgotten. You are not adrift on a sea without direction. Every tide you face is measured, every gust of wind known, every wave allowed only to the point where it will refine you, not destroy you. Even now, I am planting seeds of hope in the soil of your uncertainty. Even now, I am weaving a tapestry of good from the threads you cannot yet understand. Even now, I am setting before you doors no man can shut and paths no darkness can erase. So do not cling to the past as though it were your safety. I am your safety. Do not cling to the future as though it were your hope. I am your hope. Your times are in my hands, and my hands are steady. When night comes, let your heart whisper my promises back to me. Let the sound of my word soothe your soul like a lullaby. When morning breaks, step forward with courage, knowing you do not step alone. Every sunrise you see is another reminder that my mercies are new. My dear children, let gratitude be your shield and worship your weapon. When fear presses in, lift your hands and thank me for who I am. Fear loses its grip when you remember my greatness. Anxiety melts away when you lean into my constancy. I am building something eternal in you. Every change is chiseling away what does not belong and revealing more of my likeness. One day you will look back and see that not a moment was wasted. Every change you dreaded will have become a chapter of beauty and testimony. Stand tall, even in uncertainty. Lift your face to my light. Let my peace guard your heart and mind. You are not at the mercy of the seasons. You are held by the Maker of the seasons. I am the same God who walked with Abraham into unknown lands, who guided Moses through wilderness, who strengthened Esther in the palace, who stood with Daniel in the lion's den. I am the same God who stilled the sea and fed the multitude and raised the dead. And I am with you now. Your life is safe within my story. My dear children, breathe this in deeply. Nothing that changes can remove my presence. Nothing that shifts can weaken my promise. Nothing that ends can stop my plan. Rest now in this truth. You are seen, you are loved, you are held. I am your lighthouse. My beam cuts through every fog. My voice calls you home. My hands steady you when the ground feels unsteady. My dear children, stay near to me as you listen. Let my presence be the calm upon your heart, like the still air after a storm has passed. The rain may have fallen, the winds may have howled, but the sky always clears, and there I am, the light that breaks through the clouds. That light is not distant. It shines within you. It is my spirit, my peace, and my promise dwelling inside your heart. Every season of change is an invitation to draw closer to me. When the path you once knew fades into shadow, it is not a sign that you are lost. It is a reminder that I am leading you step by step. I do not rush you forward. I do not push you ahead. I guide you gently, with patience and love, like a shepherd leading his flock through new pastures. Even when the way feels uncertain, my voice whispers softly, "This is the way, walk in it." You do not have to fear the new places I bring you to. For every place I lead you, my presence arrives before you do. I am already preparing the soil where you will plant your next seed of faith. I am already speaking peace over the waters you have yet to cross. Nothing you face is unknown to me. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, and I am with you in the middle, where change often feels the hardest. My dear children, there is beauty in the in-between. There is holiness in transition. I am teaching you to rest not in the stability of your surroundings, but in the unchanging strength of my heart. For when you learn to rest in me, no storm can shake you, and no ending can undo your peace. You may look at what is leaving your life and grieve, and I understand that grief. I know what it is to watch what is precious pass away. I too have watched the pain of my creation, and yet I have always brought resurrection where there was loss. The same Spirit that raised my son from the grave is alive in you, bringing new life, new beginnings, new hope from every ending. You see, my dear children, I do not remove without restoring. I do not prune without purpose. Every branch I trim, I tend with care. When I remove what no longer bears fruit, it is to make room for what will. Trust my hands, even when you do not understand the process, for my touch is always creative, never careless. You may not always see what I am doing, but that does not mean I am absent. I am always working beneath the surface, like roots deep in the soil unseen, but full of life and strength. When the tree seems bare, the roots are growing deeper. When your life feels quiet, my spirit is still moving. Let go of the thought that change means I have forgotten you. My dear children, I never forget my own. You are written on the palms of my hands. Your name is spoken by my heart. Before the dawn of time, I knew every moment of your journey, the joy, the pain, the waiting, the breakthrough. Nothing you walk through is wasted. When fear whispers that the future is uncertain, remember this: the future is mine. It rests safely in my keeping. I have gone ahead of you, preparing the way. I am also behind you, guarding your steps, and I am beside you, holding your hand. You are never between seasons alone. You are between my grace and my grace. Let me teach you the rhythm of trust. It is not the frantic beating of fear, but the steady hum of peace. It is the rhythm that says, even here, God is good. When the road bends and you cannot see the end, that is where faith grows strongest. That is where your heart learns that I am enough, even when nothing else feels sure. My dear children, stop striving to understand everything. The peace you long for will not come from having all the answers. It will come from trusting me with the questions. Rest your weary thoughts in my care. Lay your anxious plans at my feet. I hold your tomorrows as gently as I hold your today. Do you remember how a sailor looks to the lighthouse in the night? He does not need to see the entire coastline. He needs only the light. That is what I am to you. My light is constant, steady, unmoving. It does not flicker when the wind blows. It does not fail when the fog rolls in. It shines through every season, calling you home, guiding your steps, reminding you that you are never beyond the reach of my love. You are safe in my plan, even when you feel unsteady. The world around you may be changing, but I am your unshakable center. Hold fast to me and let go of the illusion that you must control what is shifting. I am in control. I am not startled by what startles you. I am not uncertain about what confuses you. My sovereignty covers you like a mantle of peace, and in every change, I am forming something eternal, your faith, your character, your trust. These are treasures that do not fade. You are being shaped into the likeness of my Son, who himself walked through change, loss, and victory. Through it all, he trusted my will, and through it all, I was faithful. That same faithfulness is at work in you now. Every change is another brushstroke in the masterpiece I am painting in your life. From your perspective, the picture may seem unclear, but from mine, it is already beautiful. My dear children, breathe deeply. The air of my peace is all around you. Release the grip of fear. Let my love settle upon your shoulders like a warm mantle. You are not called to endure change alone. I am your companion through it. When you take one step in faith, I take 1,000 toward you in grace. Remember this truth. Nothing that truly belongs to you in me will ever be lost. What is meant for you in my plan cannot slip away. What is not meant to stay will be released with purpose. I am teaching you that security is not found in what stays the same, but in the one who never changes. I am that one. I am the Lord your God. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I am your lighthouse in every shifting tide, your shelter in every storm, your Father in every new beginning. My dear children, rest here with me a little longer. Let the sound of my peace fill your soul like the slow song of evening rain upon the earth. You have listened to my words, you have felt the stirring of my spirit, and now I invite you to linger in this stillness where my comfort flows. You do not need to hurry away. You do not need to rush back into the noise of the world. Stay here with me. Let your heart breathe again. Let my love settle deeply, like sunlight sinking into the sea. I see how often you walk through the changing seasons of life with quiet courage, though your heart trembles inside. I see the unspoken questions, the silent fears that whisper in the corners of your mind. And yet, here you are listening, seeking, opening your soul to me. That alone brings joy to my heart. I delight when my children come close, not to perform or to prove themselves worthy, but simply to be loved. My dear children, hear me now. You are never too far, never too broken, never too late to come home to my embrace. The world around you changes, but my arms remain open. The same arms that formed the heavens are the arms that now wrap around you. The same hands that shaped the mountains are the hands that wipe away your tears. The same voice that spoke light into darkness is the voice that whispers peace into your heart. Yes, the winds of life will shift, but I remain. I am your lighthouse on the shore, my light steady through every tide, my beam piercing through every fog. When you lose sight of yourself, you can still find me, for I have never stopped watching, never stopped guiding, never stopped loving. When you walk through change, remember this promise I spoke long ago. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Those words are not distant echoes. They are alive even now. They belong to you. Let them steady your soul. The night may seem long, but dawn is coming. The path may twist and turn, but it still leads to me. You may not understand the reason for every change, but you can trust the one who stands beyond time. My plans for you are not fragile dreams. They are eternal designs woven from perfect love. Every thread of your story, every joy, every sorrow, every waiting is tied to my purpose. Nothing is wasted in my hands. My dear children, I have watched you through every chapter of your life. I have seen you laugh in joy, weep in sorrow, and stand in awe of beauty. And through it all, I have been near. Even when you could not feel me, I was there. Even when you thought the silence meant absence, I was whispering peace just beyond your hearing. Even when you turned away, my love followed you like a soft light in the distance, never fading, never withdrawing. You are not defined by what has changed. You are defined by my love that never changes. The world will give you many names: success, failure, strong, weak, worthy, unworthy. But I call you mine. I call you beloved. You are my child, chosen and cherished, created for eternity. Let the peace of that truth sink into you now, like oil poured gently over a weary spirit. I have not forgotten your prayers. I have not overlooked your faith. Every tear you have shed is a seed planted in the garden of my promise, and in its time it will bloom into beauty you cannot yet see. I know that sometimes it feels as though everything is shifting, people moving, seasons changing, doors closing, paths ending. But, my dear children, I want you to see what I see. Beneath every ending is a beginning. Beneath every storm there is still light breaking through the clouds. The winds that frighten you are often carrying you toward the next part of your purpose. I am in every movement, every transition, every new dawn. So do not resist what I am doing. Do not fear what I am allowing. Trust that I am leading you toward goodness, even when the road curves beyond your sight. You walk by faith, not by sight. And faith, my children, is the song that carries you through every changing season. Look around you now. The world is filled with reminders of my faithfulness. The trees still stretch their hands to the sky. The rivers still find their way to the sea. The sun still rises each morning, painting the heavens in gold. So, too, will your soul find its morning again. You may pass through valleys, but I will bring you to mountaintops. You may endure rain, but I will clothe you in rainbow light. You may sow in tears, but you will reap in joy. As the waves come and go, my lighthouse still stands. My word still stands. My promises still stand. Heaven and earth may pass away, I said, but my words will never pass away. So anchor yourself in those words, for they are the unshakable truth beneath every change. My dear children, feel my presence as a river of living water flowing gently within you, cooling your spirit, cleansing your heart, washing away the fear that clings to you. I am not far from you. You need not strive to find me. I am already here, as close as your breath, as constant as your heartbeat. When you speak my name, even in a whisper, heaven listens. I am teaching you, moment by moment, to live in the flow of my peace. Not the peace the world gives, that fleeting, fragile peace built upon circumstances, but the peace that comes from knowing I am unchanging. This peace does not depend on what you see, it depends on who I am, and I am forever faithful. You may feel small beneath the weight of change, but my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You may feel uncertain, but my wisdom surrounds you. You may feel alone, but I am closer than the air you breathe. Every time you take a step in faith, you step into my light. Every time you trust me, the darkness loses its grip. I am the calm after the storm. I am the warmth after the cold. I am the still voice that brings clarity after confusion. When all else fades, I remain. So walk forward with courage, my dear children. Hold my word close, like a lantern for your path. Do not let the shadows of the past keep you from the light ahead. For the same God who walked with you in the wilderness will walk with you in the promise. The same love that met you in brokenness will lift you in restoration. Let your heart rest now. Let gratitude rise within you like a tide of joy. Give thanks for what has been and give hope for what is coming. For I am not finished with you. There are still songs for you to sing, prayers for you to speak, and miracles for you to witness. Your story is not ending. It is unfolding under my eternal care. When you feel weary, come back to this moment. Hear again my voice speaking peace. See again the light that never fades. Feel again the embrace that never loosens. You are safe in me, my dear children, now, always, and forever. And as you go from this moment, take my light with you. Let it shine through your kindness, through your words, through the way you love others. There are hearts around you, longing to feel what you feel right now. The assurance that they too are seen, known, and loved by their Father. So share this message not out of duty, but out of love. Let others hear my words, that they may also find comfort and peace. If this message has touched your heart, I invite you gently, lovingly, to share it. Leave a word of faith, a whisper of testimony, a simple act of light in the comments below. Let your voice join mine in reaching those who are searching. And if you would walk this journey with me again, come back often. Let your spirit be nourished by the words I speak. Subscribe not to a channel, but to my presence, to the steady rhythm of hope that flows through every message born of my heart. Go now in peace, my dear children. Walk beneath the light of my love. The world will change, but I will not. The seasons will pass, but I will remain. My comfort will go with you wherever you are, guiding you through every dawn, holding you through every night. And when the winds rise again, when the tides shift once more, lift your eyes, and you will see my light still shining, steadfast and sure, calling you home.